What's up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 video and also theory. Let's talk about the 3 biggest screw-ups for Power Book 2 Ghost Season 3. And let's also debate in the comments as I give you my 3 biggest screw-up predictions for Season 4, okay? So, when we talk about screw-ups within Power Book 2 Ghost, we have several characters. Probably every single character has made at least 1 or 2 mistakes. But when we talk about screw-ups, we're talking about the people who made the biggest mistakes that either caused the most detrimental effects on their family or organization, or it could have, or it almost caused their family or organization great detriment, okay? And unsafetyness, right? But without further ado, let's start with number 3 of my top 3, okay? We have, I'm going to say it is Tariq at number 3. Now, Tariq is at number 3 because as Tariq learns from his mistakes and as he rises within the criminal organization, as he debates what Tommy told him or what, Tasha told him or his father, which is that you can't play both sides. So as Tariq learns the game, we've seen him make several mistakes, but a lot of his biggest mistakes are not assuming people are threats or they could be as big of threats as they are. When we talk about, we talk about how he let Effie screw him over so many times. How he let, Diana screw him over so many times. Both of these women tried to have him killed. Both of these women have robbed him, in a sense. Both of these women have severely lied to him. Okay, not to mention what I just said. They tried to have him killed. You even have Effie, who literally shot at him. Right? Effie, who literally shot at him. By the way, we don't know why Effie is such a good shooter, by the way. We do not know. We do not know why she could easily just shoot at Tariq, but she let Lauren live. We don't know. By the way, man, hit the like button if you feel like Effie is going to come back and be killed by the hands of Lauren. I feel like she made a fatal mistake by letting Lauren live. But even with that said and still, I don't have Effie or Diana on this top 3 list of screw-ups. They could have been in the top 5, maybe a top 10, but not in top 3, especially for season 3 that just passed. But then when we move on to number 2, right? To number 2, in my opinion, we have Lorenzo Tejada. Okay, now Lorenzo Tejada is somebody who he came home from prison and we thought he was gonna be this big boss, big Vel. We thought he was gonna be this menace. The way they set him up, right? The way they set him up during the whole season 1 and most of season 2, we thought he was gonna be the biggest threat that we ever seen in Book 2 Ghosts. That's exactly what we thought. Then when you come home, he's basically, pussified by Monet, cuckolded by Monet. Gotta deal with Monet sleeping around on him. And then he makes the biggest mistake that caused him his life, right? The mistake that caused him his life, where he doesn't try hard enough to figure out whether the person he's shooting is Mecca or someone else. He assumes this tall person walking on a private jet was Mecca, and he shoots, turns out to be Zeke. He kills Zeke, and then he allows Monet to be just this extra horrible person, because she's already a horrible person, but this extra horrible, depressed woman, who lost her favorite child, by the way, which is what I'm gonna keep saying. That was her favorite child, right? So in order to cover up his own tracks, because he's so scared of Monet, what he does, he gets in contact with the guaps all the way from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? And he pays a guap to find Dru, beat him up. Mind you, he could have overdid it and killed him. To beat him up in order to have the guap framed, right? For killing Zeke, right? Which it kind of gets to, which he fools Monet for it, doesn't fool Kane for it, right? which leads him to be violated by his own son. His own son, just totally, utterly humiliated, beat up by his own people. It was bad for Lorenzo. It's like how he became the son and Kane became the father. It's just crazy. And then after Monet kills the guap, we don't know what are the ramifications or how high up in rank that guap was. And we do not know, because for all we know, going into season 4 or in the future, we're going to have the guaps come back and not take no more L's from the Tejadas, because the Tejadas erased their whole organization, at least in New York, right? But we don't know the ramifications of what Lorenzo did. We don't know the ramifications, right? And then Lorenzo screws up, right, by walking around like it was sweet and he was safe after he confessed to Monet that he killed her son. It's like you had to be scared for a reason, but you didn't prepare yourself. So now Dummy gets his throat sliced by Dru's baby daddy. And then going into number 1 of the biggest screw up for season 3 would be Dru. Dru, man, Dru was just doing entirely too much. He never killed Everett. And by the way, as the police get involved, they could always find Everett and get more information. And Everett could think he's so far away from the street element and Dru that he'll just tell the police what they need to know. Right? Boom. And next, you got Dru, who he just assumes, right? He assumes that the Russians killed his dad. So what he do, he starts a war with the Russians, like dummy. And then he almost gets his whole entire family wiped out in one shot. You know what I'm saying? During Lorenzo's funeral, right? Which allows your mother to see an opportunity to blame the headless guy, the guy who they end up cutting his head off and bring it to the Russians. I forgot dude's name, right? But Monet gets the opportunity to now blame Lorenzo's death on him by doing the whole bait and switch, the whole cell phone thing. So now Dru finds this out, and he finds out, and he's mad at Monet. He ringleads the situation to get Monet killed. Monet is alive, so now he got to spend season 4 trying to cover up his tracks, which he will not be able to do for long. But because he's going to be on the edge, let's just hope he don't fall in love again. Because he's really screwing up after that. But he's going to spend the whole season 4 trying to cover up his tracks, and eventually, like I assume, Kane's going to end up killing him for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason. And now, without further ado, let's get into my top 3 predictions on season 4 of people who are going to be the biggest screw-ups, okay? Now, I'm going to remove Tariq. I'm going to remove Tariq from that list because Tariq spent the whole first 3 seasons messing up badly a whole lot, right? So I think he going to keep his head on the swivel, Braden is going to make less mistakes than he did, so we're not going to put Braden on that list. I think the biggest screw-ups in season 4 are going to all be Tejadas. So that could be a Tejadas in whatever order. Matter of fact, I'll try to put them in order right now, right? But to be fair, I will have at least one slot for someone who's not a Tejada, and I'll put Effie. Effie been getting over on people for 3 seasons. She ain't ever take a major loss yet. Okay? Truths about her are going to be revealed. she's gonna make the wrong mistakes, right? Underestimate who Tariq is, underestimate who Brayton is, right? Boom. Then you got Kane. Kane underestimates who Tariq is. He underestimates who Brayton is. These are going to be this is gonna blow up in everyone's face, okay? They're underestimating how savage Brayton about to be, and they're underestimating how calculating Tariq is when his back is against the wall. He becomes the best version of himself when his back is against the wall, right? And he really got something to prove. Boom. So that's Effie, Kane. At number one, I'm just gonna put Dru again. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they've exhausted everything they could do with Dru. Dru earned his death, man. Let Dru go. It's okay, man. Kill Dru off. Kill Dru off, man. Finito. It's over with, you know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think were the biggest screw-ups in season 3? And who are going to be the biggest screw-ups in season 4 of Power? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.